Imagine jumping from a passenger airplane at 10,000 feet in the middle of a dark, stormy night, carrying $200,000 in stolen cash, and then disappearing forever. No body, no parachute, no confirmed identity. More than 50 years later, one question still remains. Who was D.B. Cooper? On November 24th, 1971, a quiet man wearing a business suit walked into Portland International Airport and purchased a one-way ticket to Seattle. He called himself Dan Cooper. He looked like an ordinary businessman, a dark suit, a black tie, a briefcase. Nothing about him seemed unusual until the plane took off. Shortly after departure, Cooper handed a flight attendant a small note. At first, she ignored it, thinking it was just a message. But Cooper leaned closer and calmly said, "Miss, you better look at that note. I have a bomb." Inside his briefcase, he showed what appeared to be wires and explosive devices. Then he made his demands: $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck ready when the plane landed. The strange part? He specifically requested the money in $20 bills. At the time, nobody understood why. The plane landed safely in Seattle, where Cooper exchanged the passengers for the cash and parachutes. But he was not finished. He ordered the crew to take off again. His destination was Mexico. But somewhere between Seattle and Reno, Nevada, something unbelievable happened. In the darkness of the night, during heavy rain, with strong winds hitting the aircraft, D.B. Cooper opened the rear stairs of the Boeing 727, attached the money to himself, and jumped. That was the last confirmed sighting of him. A man vanished into the night sky. And the greatest unsolved mystery in FBI history had begun. The investigation was named NORJAC, short for Northwest Hijacking. The FBI searched thousands of clues. They interviewed hundreds of suspects. They followed every possible lead. But Cooper's true identity remained unknown. One of the most important pieces of evidence was found years later. In 1980, a young boy discovered a damaged package on a beach near the Columbia River. Inside were thousands of dollars. When investigators checked the serial numbers, they matched the money stolen by D.B. Cooper. It was the only confirmed discovery connected to the hijacking. But the mystery only became deeper. Where did the rest of the money go? And how did Cooper disappear without leaving a clear trace? Over the years, many people claimed they were D.B. Cooper, but none were proven. One possible suspect was Richard McCoy, a man who committed a similar airplane hijacking months later. Like Cooper, he used a fake bomb, demanded parachutes, and escaped by jumping from a Boeing 727. The similarities were shocking. But investigators eventually ruled him out. Another suspect was Dwayne Weber, who reportedly confessed on his deathbed, "I am Dan Cooper." His wife later claimed he had strange memories connected to the case. But again, there was not enough evidence. Another famous suspect was Kenneth Christensen, a former flight employee. Some believed his knowledge of airplanes and his connection to Northwest Airlines made him a possible candidate. But the FBI never confirmed his involvement. Then came another possibility. Maybe D.B. Cooper never survived the jump. Some investigators believe Cooper was not an experienced parachutist. He jumped at night, in bad weather, wearing regular clothes, using equipment that may not have been suitable. The FBI suggested that the most likely explanation was that Cooper died during the jump. But if that is true, where is his body? Why was no parachute ever found? Why did the mystery remain unsolved for decades? Even modern technology has failed to reveal the truth. Scientists analyzed Cooper's old tie using advanced equipment and discovered unusual particles connected to aerospace manufacturing. Some researchers believe this suggests Cooper may have worked in the aviation industry. But once again, it was only a theory. In 2016, after 45 years of investigation, the FBI officially closed the D.B. Cooper case. Thousands of suspects, millions of investigative hours, and countless theories, but no final answer. Today, D.B. Cooper remains one of America's greatest mysteries. Was he a brilliant criminal who escaped successfully? Did he survive and live a secret life, or did he disappear forever somewhere beneath the clouds? The truth may still be hidden. And perhaps the most fascinating part of the story is not how D.B. Cooper escaped, but how one man managed to disappear so completely that even after half a century, nobody knows who he really was.